But counterpoint, have you heard about the blockchain?
Yes.
It's gonna change the game.
Did you hear that it's a store of value and it's not fiat and it's also it protects you from inflation? Haven't you heard these things?
I have.
Yeah.
And there are legitimate use cases. I called myself like a sideline cheater in effect to Bitcoin for a while, since like 2021, kind of talking about, and I say sideline cheerleader in the sense like I see that it has had some interesting use cases around the world to counter tyranny in some countries. In the case of China, where it's banned, China was one of the larger markets for it, hilariously so, because it was a way for some Chinese citizens to get capital out of the country, because you don't want your capital in China. Unlike Americans who want to put their capital in China. That's a little different. Some Americans want to put their capital in China. Chinese people want to get their capital out of China. Funny how the world works. And then you also have the capital control restrictions within China. So you can't get your money out normally through normal means. So over the years, Chinese citizens have found creative ways through crypto, through jewelry, a whole bunch of ways to get money slowly out of their country because they don't want it there. And then also in Latin America, certain dictatorships who, are very oppressive. Some people, instead of carrying gold and, think about how much gold you could carry across the border versus a flash drive, right? You start to think about these things as like, or in the case of, like a wallet, so to speak, to be more specific. How much money could you store in a crypto wallet and where could you hide it? How small do they get versus how much gold could you carry on your person and get out of the country? You see what I'm saying? So like the use cases were interesting from that respect, but what never changes is it's as regarded as it gets in the form of not a long-term store of value, only what the next person is willing to pay for it. And as long as there's a market for it, you're good. You could sell it for whatever that regard will pay for it. If the regard wants to pay me $500,000 for my little thing on the computer screen, oh great, all power to them. But at the end of the day, we can't kid ourselves. That is what it is.